Hi guys, it's Stacey here from tycoonfactory.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a WordPress website. Now if you haven't heard of WordPress, it's huge. It's one of the main platforms used for building websites online, and part of the reason for this is because it's so easy to use. Anybody can manage a website and edit a website as they wish. But also it's got literally thousands of plugins that will create features on your site so that your site can basically lend itself to whatever you wanted to do. So if you wanted a forum or a blog or an e-commerce store, WordPress can do that for you. So I'm going to show you the process of setting up a WordPress site, and I'm on Smart Hosting, which is the host that I often use. The reason I use this hosting is because it's got really good customer service, but also it's really cheap, and it's in pounds, but you can utilize this platform wherever you are in the world. So I'll include a link in the description to this website where you can get cheap WordPress hosting. So first things first, you're going to click order now. And then it's going to ask you to register a domain name. Now, a domain name is your website address. So, for example, www.facebook.com is a domain name. So, pick a domain name that basically says what your business is going to do. So, for example, if you promote, I don't know, health and fitness products, you might have health and fitness products.com or .co.uk. So you want to try and pick a domain name that suits your business. Now I'm actually putting up a personal blog today, so I'm just going to get one that's in my name. So I just want this. Okay, so as you can see, my domain name is available, so you just then click continue. Now, it may take you a while to actually find a domain name that's both suitable and available, because these do get taken up very quickly. So just bear that in mind when you're going through this process, that it might take you a couple of tries to get a domain name that's suitable. So it's then asking how you would like to be billed. So you can select monthly or annually. I'm just going to go with monthly, and you get a free domain name, which is great. So we'll take ID protection because it's free. You don't have to. If you don't select that option, it'll put you on the who is register. So basically all it means is that people will be able to find your details, your address and your name. Okay, so as you can see, my total due today is $2.99, and this is to set up my site. So I'm going to click checkout, and then it'll ask for your details. So all you need to do is to fill in this form. So I'm going to pause the video while I fill in this form, and then I'll be back in a moment at the next stage. Okay, so once you've filled in your form and you have made your payment, you will receive an email, and it will say, here is your cPanel hosting details. And if you use the login and password that's in there and your cPanel link, this is where you will arrive in your control panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll right down to the bottom, and under Softalicious Apps Installer, you'll see a menu here that gives you some scripts that can be installed with one click. Now, yours may just have an icon and Softalicious written underneath it, in which case you just need to click that and it'll then bring up this menu for you. And then from there, we're just going to click WordPress. And it brings us onto the WordPress page. So first of all, we're going to click install now, and it'll bring us to the options page. So first of all, we are going to select our protocol. Now, if you have an SSL certificate, which means your site is a secure site, then you need to select the HTTPS. Now, for us, HTTP is just fine, so we can leave it like that. We've got staceyberryman.com, that's the domain name we've registered. And you can actually delete this out so that it just goes into the main directory. And so as we scroll down, you need to give your site a name. And a description. And then you're going to choose a username, password. This is what you'll log into your WordPress site with. Your admin email is the email address that you want any information to go to. You're going to select your language, and then if you click advanced options, it will allow you to select some of this, so auto upgrade on themes and plugins. You can actually just leave those blank if you wish. I would recommend doing auto upgrade on WordPress just because it protects your site from hackers and things like that. So you can do that. Then you can select your theme option, which again is entirely optional because you can do that when you get into WordPress. Other than that, you just need to click install. So I'm going to pause the video to fill this in and click install, just because obviously I can't have my personal details on show. So I won't be a moment. Okay, so that should now take us to our WordPress dashboard. So here you go. As you can see, we're now in the WordPress back office. And just to show you what the site looks like at the moment is this page here, because it hasn't gone live. So what we're going to do is start and put some of our own themes and plugins into this site, and that will start and make the site look more like a website. So first things first is we're going to choose a theme. So to do that, we just go down to appearance and then to themes. And at the moment, this is the theme that is there. So we're going to click add new. And you can literally search from hundreds of themes that are available, and you can filter these down with the feature filter, so you can look at what columns you've got, what it does, or you can search colors and things like that, or you can just do a search up here. So I'm just going to put in there blog and just apply that and see what themes come up. So you can see there's a lot of themes available to choose from, and for now I'm just going to pick a random theme. So I'm going to go with this theme for now. Now everything in these themes is actually customizable, so you don't need to kind of worry too much about how it looks. You're just trying to get a sort of bones of your website. So that's now installed, and I'm going to activate that. And that's done. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there are some plugins that you're going to want. So we'll go down to plugins and add new. And it comes with a couple of standard, but the most important ones, you want a cache plugin. So I'm going to put something like super cache. And the reason for that is because what this does is it makes the load of the website faster. So it means that if somebody's visited your site previously, it's going to load faster for them. So we're just going to install and activate that. Okay, so that's that one. Another one that I suggest you get is Yoast SEO. Now, this is going to help you to rank your blog posts or your content in Google and other search engines. So that's definitely one you want to get. So install that. There is a great free version of it, so you don't need to pay for that. However you wish to pay for it, you obviously can get a lot more features. So I'm going to activate that one as well, and I'll show you how to use that in a moment. And then the other plugin that I would suggest is Jetpack, which is WordPress's plugin, and that's just going to give you statistics. It speeds the site up, it protects you from hackers. So there's quite a few things that that Jetpack does for you. So we'll install Jetpack as well, which is there. Now, as you go on, there's hundreds of other plugins that you might choose to install. So, for example, if you're running an e-commerce site, it may be that you need an e-commerce or shop plugin. It may be that you have a Facebook or a Twitter widget plugin if you want your post to automatically go onto your Facebook or your Twitter feed. Literally, there's a plugin for everything you can think of. And when you first come to WordPress, it can look a bit intimidating, but trust me, it does get easier. So that site's now been kind of up a little while, the installation been up a little while. So my website should now be up and running. So if I go to the domain name, and as you can see, I've got a site up here, which is just the bones of the site. It's got nothing on it at the moment. But as I go and start and add content, you'll see that this kind of starts to take shape. So for example, if I go back to here and go to posts, posts is where you would actually put your posts in. So I'm going to go into there and click all posts. And when you first start your site, there's always a sample post in, which as you can see is hello world. And I've got that here, so I'm just going to edit that. And you would just type in your name. And as you see, if you scroll down, this is where you would type your content in. And as you scroll down, you've got the Yoast SEO plugin at the bottom. So what this allows you to do is to put a focus keyword in here. So for example, if you wanted to create this blog post around the subject of, I don't know, creating a WordPress site. So you'd put WordPress in there because you'd be targeting that keyword, and it would tell you exactly what you need to do to get this article eventually ranked in the search engine. So you need a minimum of 300 words. You need to have a meta description with the keyword in. You need the SEO title, so the title of the article has to have it in, and it gives you step by step what you need to do. And once you've hit all of those, it'll say your SEO is good as well. So that's how you do utilize Yoast SEO, and it's an absolutely fantastic free tool. So as you can see, there's loads of things you can do on here. So if you go to themes and appearance and customize, you can put your logos in, things like that. So you can now log onto here and you can put theme options. So you can put general layout, site identity. So this is where you would upload your logos. It's really simple to use, and it's just a case of having a play around with it and you know, adding some text, adding some posts, some categories. So you've got your pages menus. So across here, if I show you, this is where your menus would go. So you could put in home, about us, I don't know, contact us, blog, and they would go across there. And it's just such an easy platform to start and learn to use. But I will be doing more videos on this, more in-depth videos in the future. I hope that's been helpful to get you started and get your first WordPress site uploaded and start and have a play around with that. Any comments or questions, just ask. And I will, like I said, be posting more videos on this and how to use WordPress. So I hope it's been helpful, guys, and I shall speak to you soon.